Most people have one animal phobia or another, whether it's the fear of sharks brought on by sensational blockbusters, or the terror of anything that crawls after watching horror movies. But which species should you be afraid of? The answer may surprise you. Ferocious beasts of all shapes and sizes can be downright deadly. Some of them actively cause the deaths of large numbers of people, while others are relatively obscure but extremely deadly on contact. These are just some of the reasons why animal advocates and wise guides always advise against touching or interacting with wild animals. Watch this video to the end to see the most dangerous of all animals on our planet: Sydney funnel web spiders. There are over 40 species of funnel web spiders, and the Sydney funnel web spider is considered the deadliest. Mostly found in Australia, this notoriously dangerous spider is known for spinning intricate funnel webs to catch its prey. The venom from a Sydney funnel web spider is highly toxic and fast-acting. Death occurs within 15 minutes in children and up to 3 days in adults unless an antivenom is administered. According to the Australian Museum, it is the male spiders that tend to bite. Their venom contains a component known as robustoxin that the nervous systems of humans and monkeys, but not other animals. Dogs and birds have reportedly survived bites. Dubois sea snake. Officially considered the most venomous sea snake in the world, the Dubois sea snake, also known as the reef snake, inhabits coral reef shoals in the tropical and subtropical waters of Australia, Papua New Guinea, and New Caledonia. Sea snake venom contains a strong neurotoxin that can cause respiratory and cardiac difficulties, malaise and paralysis, and potential death if antivenom is not applied. Sea snakes are not aggressive and usually bite only in self-defense. People who live and work at sea are more likely to be bitten. However, fatalities are rare because most people seek medical attention in time. Stonefishes, the world's most lethal fish. The stonefish is a venomous fish that is loaded with enough toxin to kill an adult human if untreated by antivenom. There are 5 venomous stonefish species in the genus Cynancea, and all have poisonous dorsal spines containing the deadly verrucotoxin. Stings cause intense pain, respiratory and cardiac difficulty before death. Found in warm, shallow coastal waters in the Pacific and Indian Oceans, the fish tends to sting in defense if stepped on or touched by a human. Despite its toxicity, fatalities are relatively rare. Most people seek urgent medical assistance due to the intense pain caused by the sting. Wild boars, a bulky, wild pig that can be found on most continents. The wild boar can be defensive and aggressive if encountered, charging at speed and using its tusks in self-defense. Males can weigh up to 220 pounds and tend to be solitary, unlike females, which live in family groups. A 2023 study into global human-wild pig encounters found that fatal attacks are rare, an average of 8 people per year. Most victims were walking alone in densely forested areas and died from lacerations or subsequent infections, found researchers. Grizzly bears. The grizzly bear is a large brown bear subspecies found in North America, and large populations hunt in rivers in Alaska and in the national parks. Grizzlies are known for being aggressive towards humans, mostly in defense of their young or overfood. Human grizzly bear encounters can be fatal due to their sheer size and strength. A couple and their dog were killed in Canada's Banff National Park in 2023. Bear attacks remain relatively rare, although a 2019 study reported that brown bear attacks on humans had increased in remote areas as more people venture into nature for recreation. An average of 39 6/10 attacks are recorded globally per year. Brown bear populations have also rebounded significantly following conservation work. Great white sharks, the world's largest predatory shark, The great white is a powerful and fast mackerel shark, species from the Lamnidae family. These sharks occasionally attack humans, although fatalities are rare. Scientists report that the sharks don't generally see humans as food. Despite this, in 2024, a worldwide increase in shark attacks was recorded, with the International Shark Attack File reporting 69 unprovoked attacks and 10 fatalities. 4 of the deaths reported in Australia were caused by great white sharks. The great white can swim at speeds up to 35 miles per hour and has around 300 serrated triangular teeth, although only 50 of these are in use at any given time. Blue-ringed octopuses, a small but deadly cephalopod that can fit in the palm of your hand. The blue-ringed octopus contains a potent neurotoxin known as tetrodotoxin. A sting containing even tiny doses of the toxin can paralyze and kill humans within minutes. And there is no known antidote. All 4 species of blue-ringed octopuses are toxic. A 2019 study of blue-ringed octopuses in Japanese coastal waters found that the most toxicity was recorded in the salivary glands. Pufferfishes, eaten as a rare delicacy in Japan and China. Pufferfishes, also known as fugu, are toxic fish that contain potent levels of a lethal neurotoxic called tetrodotoxin in their skin, intestine, liver, and ovaries that must be carefully cut out by chefs to avoid killing the diner. There are around 200 species of pufferfish, and nearly all are poisonous. Scientists have found that while all species inflate and use their sharp spines as a defense mechanism, their poison provides extra protection against predators. According to the Singapore Food Agency, ingesting just 0.002 grams of the toxin can be fatal to humans, making tetrodotoxin 1,000 times more deadly than cyanide. Symptoms of poisoning include paralysis, breathing difficulty, and cardiac failure. Golden poison frogs. This vibrantly colored frog is one of the most poisonous and deadly animals in the world. Whereas some of the 100 species of poison dart frogs use camouflage to blend into their surroundings and avoid detection, the golden poison frog displays its brightly colored skin to warn predators of its toxicity. The golden poison frog is loaded with a lethal dose of batrachotoxin in their skin glands, which makes them deadly to touch. Scientists have found that the golden poison frog contains enough poison to kill 10 people in less than 10 minutes. Cone snails. A harmless-looking snail with an attractive cone-shaped shell. The cone snail is surprisingly deadly. It's complex. Paralytic venom is fast-acting and highly toxic. Although humans aren't the intended prey for carnivorous cone snails, which feed on small fish and worms, divers can be at risk, because the snail lives in shallow waters and coral reefs and can penetrate neoprene wetsuits and gloves. There are approximately 700 species of cone snail, with only a small number of these venomous enough to kill humans. The geography cone is considered the deadliest. This tiny aquatic snail contains more than 100 toxins, enough to hypothetically kill 700 adults. Ascaris roundworms, parasite that spreads disease and can cause the death of the human host, is the roundworm. Found in developing countries, ascariasis is one of the most common parasitic infections found worldwide, with a 2014 study reporting 60,000 deaths per year from the disease. Ascaris roundworms are transmitted to the host after their eggs are accidentally ingested in food or water contaminated by human feces. After being transmitted, the Ascaris roundworm moves down to the small intestine and feeds off the human body before reproducing, causing the deadly disease known as ascariasis. Assassin bugs. Assassin bugs are a primary spreader of the deadly Chagas disease. These blood-sucking predator insects are a real threat in Central and South America thanks to this. The Chagas disease is potentially fatal, and is transmitted through an assassin bug bite or by consumption of cold food or drink that has been infected by the insect or its faeces. A terrible disease that attacks the heart, digestive system, and nervous system, according to the Pan American Health Organization. Worse still, the disease can be transmitted from mother to baby through the placenta during pregnancy. Dogs. Man's best friend can be man's worst enemy when it comes to rabies. While deaths from dog attacks are uncommon, human deaths from rabies transmitted by dog bites are not unheard of, primarily taking place in poorer parts of the world, including Africa and Asia. According to the World Health Organization, dogs are the main source of human rabies deaths, contributing up to 99% of all rabies transmissions to humans. It is transmitted by saliva via bites, scratches, and direct contact with infected areas on the dog. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Indiana Jones has good reason to be deathly afraid of these venomous reptiles. Dangerous snakes can be found the world over and can kill humans in various different and brutal ways. The black mamba, for example, can kill a human with just 2 drops of venom from a bite, whereas pythons can swallow a fully grown adult whole. Pythons attack by wrapping their long bodies around and constricting their prey, suffocating them and breaking their bones. They then use their stretchy jaws to swallow their kill whole. Yes, they do grow large enough to swallow an entire person, with pythons known to grow up to 10 meters long. Humans. Yeah, we know, this one's a bit of a cheat, but humans are technically the second most dangerous animals on the planet when it comes to human deaths. That is just when you count homicides anyway. In Latin America, homicide rates are higher than other parts of the world, with homicides accounting for more than 7% of deaths in El Salvador. Despite the relative fragility of humans compared to other predators, it is our ability to use weapons and opposable thumbs that makes us so dangerous. And number 1 on our list is mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are the most dangerous animal in the world, killing 725,000 humans per year through spreading diseases such as malaria. Only female mosquitoes bite, making them the most dangerous. Through their high capacity for killing, this tiny little flying insect has steered the course of human history on multiple occasions, essential to American independence and the rise and fall of Rome. Malaria infection is particularly bad in Africa, with the region accounting for 95% of cases and 96% of deaths worldwide. It's best to avoid mosquitoes as much as possible by purchasing and installing a mosquito net if you're planning on traveling into areas where the insect is an issue. Surprised? Share your new phobias in the comments.